Okay, so today we're going to talk about getting your pro card, being a professional bodybuilder. I've always looked at being a professional bodybuilder as being one of the elite, being better than everyone else, being the best. The next level. It's a level of which not everyone can achieve. It's not for everyone to be a pro bodybuilder. I mean, nor should it be, because otherwise there's no point of being a pro bodybuilder. The whole point of being a pro bodybuilder is being and achieving greatness that not everyone can achieve. You want to be in that select few. And many years ago, I used to look up to pro bodybuilders, and yes, I wanted to be a pro bodybuilder, but being a pro bodybuilder was way up here. And of course, it's great to dream about being a pro bodybuilder. I always said, I'd love to be a professional bodybuilder. But I recognised, that I was here, and the amount of work that it would require to get there would be huge. And you just got to take one step at a time. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But obviously, my final goal would have been to be a pro bodybuilder. And I'd love to have been a pro bodybuilder. But the thing with it is, these days, is people come in and see me, and they talk about being a pro bodybuilder. And like I said before, they haven't even done a show. What I mean is, they genuinely think they're going to be a pro bodybuilder within the next few months. They're going to get their pro card within the next, couple of shows. It's amusing because, I look at them and they're nowhere near. I mean, it shouldn't be that easy. I mean, and nor would you want it to be that easy. I mean, would you want to just start taking something up and then, you do one show, next minute you're a pro? I mean, there's no achievement to that. The fact that it's so difficult is what makes it, so prestigious to be a pro bodybuilder in any sport, not just bodybuilding. So people talk about it like it's I'm just going to be a pro bodybuilder, but it's not like that, and nor would you want it to be. Now, there was a time when, back in the day, where every single class winner, not just the overall winner, could get their pro card. I remember one year that I was doing it, and I come top 3. Some would have said, and maybe that year I did get judges that had put me first. I really thought that year, particularly year, I had won. I come third actually 3 years in a row. But on one of the years, because they changed it where, it was only the overall winner. But there was one year where I was doing it where, had I won, I would have got my pro card. But I wasn't interested in the pro card. I just wanted to be British champion. And the reason why I wasn't bothered about the pro card was because I knew that if I'd have got my pro card, I wouldn't have been able to do anything as a pro anyway. That's the whole point. Some people want to be pro bodybuilders just for the sake of saying they're a pro bodybuilder, but then their career is over. I've always said it's better to be a top amateur than a bottom pro. I know so many people that turned pro, and once they did so, you didn't hear of them again. They come last in every show they did. As whereas an amateur, they were known. They were winning shows all the time. So I think it's only best to be a pro bodybuilder if you truly can do something as a pro bodybuilder and go on and be, because what is the point, So being a pro is a very strange thing. I mean, these days, I would say, well, people say it's easier to get your pro card because now there's a lot more shows of which you can get it. And they're giving it to sort of like, not just the overall, but every class winner, etc. And I feel sorry really for pro bodybuilders, because what used to be such a prestigious thing to have is now become, well, like anyone can have one. And you don't want it to be that way. You want it to be the hardest thing. It should be only for the select that have got the genetics for it, have put in the hard work. Not everyone should be a pro bodybuilder. And everyone talks about it like it's just nothing now. They walk in, they come and see me, I'm going to be a pro bodybuilder. I'm like, forget that. Just win a local show first. Win a local show. But don't get me wrong, to have the dream of being a pro bodybuilder should be there. The desire to be a pro. Of course, everybody wants to be a pro bodybuilder. I wanted to be a pro bodybuilder. But people have said to me recently, because I've been getting in shape, are you going to do this show to get your pro? I said, don't be ridiculous. I am not bothered about that. I am not good enough for it. If I was good enough, there's a problem, because I've always looked at pro bodybuilders right up here. I look at myself as a reasonably good amateur. I can hold my own in most amateur shows that I feel that I've done, and I've won a lot of shows. But when we start talking about pro bodybuilding, you know, it is the next level. And you have to be, you can't be delusional. I mean, people are, I think, delusional. You know, they're lacking body parts, which you can't be as a pro bodybuilder. You need to be complete, you need to be able to get the condition, you need to be able to get the size. You know, so being a pro bodybuilder, it shouldn't be easy, and nor would you want it to be. So that's my take on pro bodybuilding. When I look at pro bodybuilders, I admire them. I just, certainly when we get to the top level in the Olympia, I mean, when you look at that type of pro bodybuilder, not just the men, but the women, it's just incredible. And it's a sight to be seen. And I absolutely love it. And I would have loved to have looked like that, don't get me wrong. But unfortunately, you know, like I said, it's not for everyone. No matter what you do, some people are just not meant to be pro bodybuilders. So, you know, it's one of those. But I do feel that, you know, I did everything I could. I feel at the moment I'm very happy with the way I'm looking. I think that, you know, as an amateur, I'm quite happy. So I think, you know, but I'm certainly not thinking of being a pro bodybuilder. But like I said, in my early days, yes, I did. I wanted to be one. But again, I wasn't delusional, you know. I didn't expect to get it straight away. I knew it'd be very hard. I knew the chances of getting it were very small, very slim. I did get very close to getting it one time, but like I said, had I have got it, would I have been able to do anything as a pro anyway? So, yeah, it's an interesting one. I think what's important is just to take one step at a time. And if you're going to be a pro bodybuilder, you will be one. It's as simple as that. And you're going to, you know, it's just going to happen anyway. You're just going to continually win shows, obviously, and you're going to get to a level of which you're going to enter a show of which a pro card is available and you're going to win it. But the problem we've got now, like I said, is that they seem to be giving more out, and that's the problem. And I don't really like that. I think it should be really for the select few that are something really special, not just for, you know, just for everyone. So, yeah, good luck. And if you are thinking about getting your pro card, then certainly good luck with it. It's you know, but I don't think it should be looked upon like it's nothing. You know, being a pro bodybuilder is something very, very special. And yes, but that's my take on pro bodybuilding. So I'll speak to you soon.